a destination, a dream, a quest for excellence. It's your time. A time to compete for a place in Nebraska sports history. Great moments are earned here. Play like a champion. Welcome to the NSAA State Volleyball Championships on NET.
NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from the Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. As this morning, it's the Stuart Broncos taking on the Giltner Hornets in a battle for the Class D2 state championship. And hello again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Husker Kathy Wieskamp. Brooke Delano will be joining us just in a bit. This is a new venue for a couple of very familiar teams, especially to this state championship.
These two teams were in this championship match last year, and Stuart's goal all year was to get back here. They were runners-up. Their mission was to get here and have another chance. They get a matchup with Giltner again. They've got here with team-oriented system. Giltner, on the other hand, is a defending, wanting to repeat. They've lost 5 seniors, but are back here again in the championship match, hoping to get a second year in a row with that championship trophy.
That experience at state really showed for both of these teams as they battled through a tough first and second round. Of course, Stuart in the north central part of the state, very familiar to folks here in Lincoln, as well as the Giltner Hornets, who are your defending state champions. Giltner with a couple of sweeps over Crawford and Exeter Milligan. Stuart had a bit of a more difficult time, a 5-setter against Lawrence Nelson in the semifinals to make the D2 state championship. The third member of our broadcast crew, courtside, is someone very familiar not only to this venue, but at the next level. Let's go down to Brooke Delano.
Hi, you guys. Yes, it's such an exciting time of the year for state volleyball, and these two teams to be able to play where the Huskers play at, it's something that they will not forget. My advice to these girls would be go out there, shake off the jitters, look in your teammates' eyes, and have fun.
All right, thanks, Brooke. She'll be joining us throughout the day. We're at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. The Class D2 State Championship kicks off our day when we come back.
If you stay long enough, if you put yourself in the right place, your head, heart, and soul align, everything slows down. And even though you're on vacation, for the first time and you can't remember when, you feel at home. Wouldn't that be nice?
For me, asking why is just getting started.
It's more than an activity. It's me doing what I love.
I'm not a stereotype. When I rewrite the rules, things get better.
I know that all these experiences matter.
These moments will help me become something more.
Little things always lead to something bigger.
Do it.
Track it.
Earn it.
What you're doing now will help you get scholarships later. Find resources from Education Quest at trackyoursuccess.org.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Nearly $50,000 over the past 2 years alone. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Coverage of the 2014 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board.
the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, the Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
So back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, ready for our first state championship of 6 throughout the day right here on NET. It's Giltner taking on Stuart for the D2 title. And now for the introduction of the players, let's go down to the public address announcer. Here's Steve Lemon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Nebraska's Bob Devaney Sports Center for the finals of the Class D2 2014 NSAA Volleyball Championships. Today's match features the visiting Stuart Broncos and the home Giltner Hornets. The NSAA is proud to recognize our corporate partners for their outstanding support of NSAA student programs. U.S. Bank, U.S. Cellular, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Farmers Mutual Insurance, Max Preps, Nebraska Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, CHI Health St. Elizabeth's, Pump and Pantry, and the Midwest Dairy Council. Now it's time to meet the teams. Here are the Stuart Broncos. Non-starters, number 8, Taylor Malone. Number 9, Allison Strikey. Number 10, Ariel Larson. Number 11, Kennison Kuntz. And number 22, Peyton Alder. The starters are number 1, Brittany Henslick. Number 4, Harley Fisher. Number 5, Haley Paxton. Number 7, Monique Schaefer. Number 12, Jaden Schaefer. Number 20, Trisha Fox. And number 25, Courtney Kuntz. The assistant coach is Erica Giltner. The head coach is Stacy Dexter. Here are the Giltner Hornets. Non-starters, number 4, Reagan Jensen. Number 6, Claire Wilson. Number 9, Bailey Thiel. And number 14, Audra Joyce. Starters are number 1, Taylor Rose. Number 2, Madison Ummel. Number 5, Shelby Henricks. Number 7, Cheney Tompkins. Number 8, Bailey Craig. Number 10, Jacqueline Hoppold. And number 12, Kelby Lyon. The assistant coach is Chris Vaught. The head coach is Kurt Holt. Today's officials are Gloria Anderson and Tracy Ryland. The line judges are Rich Brown and Laura Furnow. At this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your hats to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Today's anthem will be sung by Plattsmouth High School junior Miss Josie Potacek.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Josie Potacek. And now, let's play volleyball.
Yes, let's do. Class D2 state championship on the line here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, and what a great way to kick off a day long of state championships right here on NET Sports. We'll be with you throughout the day. Brooke Delano from courtside, along with Kathy Wieskamp. I'm Larry Putney. Giltner and Stuart, two teams very familiar with this situation. They played for a state championship last year. There's Stacy Dexter in her 10th year with the Stuart Broncos, leading this team back to the state championship, ranked 4th in the state, had to win a couple of tough ones, including a 5-setter against Lawrence Nelson, 15-12 late. And there's a look at the Giltner Hornets head coach, Kurt Pohl, in his 14th year, 259 and a 106. He's won a couple of state championships, 2008, and then last year, 2013, looking for back-to-back state championships for the Hornets.
Just a fun way to start the morning off. A rematch from last year's championship in D2, and both teams have found their way back to the court. It's a new venue, and excited to be here. So it is a similar scenario, but in a different place, so it feels a little different too.
You see a balanced attack from the Broncos. They really score from their outsides. Monique Schaefer, 217 kills on the season. Giltner, really strong with the two middles.
The middles, absolutely. The middles are really a focal point. They're very strong. Cheney Tompkins leads the team with 285 kills coming into the tournament, so keep your eye on her. She'll be very involved in the offense.
They go right away to the middle. Harley Fisher tries to roll it over, then the tip. Kept alive by Paxton. Good job by Hummel to keep it alive on the slide. There's one of the middles we talked about. Cheney Tompkins couldn't get it down. And there the Kelby Lyon. But Long on the swing by Lyon, and Stuart on the board first.
Lyon, a real aggressive attacker on the outside. They tend to pull her in a little bit and have her hit kind of almost in the seam between the out and middle blocker. Just kind of watch her throughout the day. Very powerful.
Giltner comes in at 26-4 on the year. The Broncos 26-6. So two very similar teams. This, Kathy, is the only showdown throughout the day where we don't have the #1 ranked team in the finals. So it's been almost a, according to Hoyle, type of state championship. It's gone chalk for the most part.
Absolutely. So both these teams really excited to be here. I'm looking forward to a great performance by both of them. I just think they're both very prepared.
Coates with the block. And Coates Giltner the lead.
Kuhn's very strong up at the net. Watching her going into this championship match, very dominant blocker. Creates a lot of challenges for opposing teams.
And the swing long, and Stuart extends that lead to 2. Another thing you'll notice in the middle with Stuart's Courtney Kuntz is she has that brace and also heavily taped underneath that brace. This was the case last year as well, Kathy. She's playing with an ACL tear that's torn 85% of the way on the overpass. That's put down by Schaefer. Schaefer gets the point.
Back to Kuntz too, you're right, it's 85%, and so that brace is critical. It's keeping that knee stable for her, but it's allowing her to be out there and make a difference for the squad.
Here she is, Kuntz with the swing, and they'll say it was wide, just wide on the attack by Kuntz.
You'll see Kuntz do that. She goes up hard, and then that turn the body, she reads the block, doesn't hit into it. She's looking just a little wide here. But nice execution. Tompkins just aggressive at the service line here, really challenging the Stuart squad with her serve, driving the ball hard.
Good serve by Tompkins again. Goes to the outside. And a swing wide.
Just a little wide there. Lyon trying to get a fist or hand on it. Just a little low flat. Couldn't get there quick enough.
Taylor Malone with the serve there is just long. Big gym here. They probably haven't played in a gym, especially if you think about yesterday. All of the matches were played at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. They dropped a net or a divider between the two, a curtain, and so they didn't have that depth perception. This is a bit bigger arena. Of course, Nebraska moving in here 2 years ago, and the first time the state championships have been held here at the home of the Huskers.
And they're used to going into different venues, but most of the high schools don't have this much space around them. And so the court is the same. And it's something I'm sure coaches talk about, too. It's going to seem like there's a lot of space there, your depth perception. Just try and acclimate in those warm-ups.
The tip by Bailey Craig, and Craig gets the kill. Good decision by Craig, the senior middle.
Craig really just making a good read and changing things up with that short tip shot.
The two middles for Giltner, both transferring in, Tompkin and Craig. And the Giltner train just keeps rolling.
Yeah. Those are two pretty nice transfers coming into your program and really make it. Right now, Giltner with a 4-0 run.
There's Kelby Lyon. Just off the top of the tape. Good up by Stuart, off the top of the block, kept alive. The middle swing. Craig again got it.
Talk about Craig, but Hummel, she's the libero for the Hornets. She just does a fantastic job. She is just out on that floor, just hustle, very quick feet, real great ball control, allowing them to stay in system.
Hummel, a two-year starter, really sacrificed for the team this year. She made the move to the libero spot this year.
Under the net, I believe, was the call. The two Giltner players kind of collided.
Brittany Hanslick with the serve. Big block in the middle thrown up. Tompkin was on the swing, but Paxton and Schaefer there with the block.
Paxton really worked hard and stayed right with Giltner, making sure they had a big block. They know those middles are going to be fed the ball, so making good decisions is critical.
Tough serve again by Hanslick. Rolled over by Craig, not there. Decision by Schaefer to take that. Craig with the swing, and then on the overpass.
Schaefer, Jaden Schaefer goes up strong. Big smile there. Feels good to go up against that big middle.
Schaefer, the setter for the Broncos. It's always feel good when you're a setter.
Oh, yeah.
On the slide to Craig, off the top of the block, kept alive.
Right
by Monique Schaefer, and in. Off the dig, it goes over, but on the line, and point for the Hornets.
Big smile by Kelby Lyons. Ball, just a great swing, but Lyons just a last-ditch effort. Gets it back over. That's a kill dig.
That is a kill dig. Yeah.
Just terminology.
Just off the tape. Free ball here for the Broncos. Pushed it outside. Swing by Schaefer into the net.
Schaefer being very aggressive. I like her aggressiveness. She gets outside, driving hard, just snaps it a little bit sharp.
Giltner with a 2-point lead here, 10-8, set number 1 of the Class D2 state championship. Side again, an aggressive swing by Paxton. And Paxton comes up with a kill. So now Monique Schaefer back to serve. Monique, junior outside hitter, leads the team in kills with 217. Also leads in digs. Outstanding all-around player for the all-conference all-state performer. And Bailey Craig right down the line with the shot, and Craig with another kill.
Craig really just had a great series through the front row. Even knowing that she's got blockers keying in on her, is able to get a lot of kills for her team.
Into the antenna. It
off
was
the block.
Off of Stuart, so off of blocking into the antenna, and Giltner on a bit of a run here. Clarifying the point here before they mark it on the board. So a quick break. They're asking, did it go off of Giltner into the antenna, or was it off the block into the antenna? So checking our rotation here, Kat?
Yeah,
I'm looking.
I'm trying to look and interpret, and I think they're just verifying again the rotation.
I think the scoreboard marked that last point for Stuart, if I'm not mistaken. And yet Giltner had the serve. So they may be figuring that out here momentarily.
Cleaning that up.
Just a little long from Monique Schaefer. Madison Hummel has been on the serve for a while, and now a timeout called by the Broncos. So Stacey Dexter will take a timeout. Talk it over with her Broncos, who will rank 4th coming in. We said this was a rematch between Giltner and Stuart. These same two teams played for the title last year. Let's take a look back.
The second-ranked Giltner Hornets took on the number 5 Stuart Broncos for last year's Class D2 state championship. Giltner came into the 2013 season having lost a large group of seniors, but it didn't show as the Hornets swept Stuart in 3 sets, winning each by better than 7 points. The Hornets only missed 2 serves in the match and had 5 aces, and much of the offense was generated on the Hornets side of the net. Senior middle hitter Danny Most paced Giltner with 10 kills and 2 blocks. Junior Kelby Lyon had 6 kills, while Augusta Rhodes added 13 digs. And Giltner goes on to win its 6th state volleyball championship.
Impressive to get back here. You lose a player like Danny Most, who's just an outstanding player. That's a great shot down the line and in for Stuart. So an effective timeout for Stacey Dexter. But that was a terrific match last year that Giltner just really walked away with.
Just came in very confident and played strong and consistent. We talked about just Most. She did a tremendous job.
Back-to-back points out of the timeout for the Broncos. Harley Fisher that time, just a sophomore on the outside.
Fisher really has done some really nice things as the season has gone along for Stuart, and feeling like keeps this team, again, a contributor, keeps this team in matches.
Outside again goes Line and got it. She is peppering that line right now, and another kill for Harley Fisher.
Just great read and communication about what's open, and she's executing. Look at the, she doesn't have much line here, but she's working that outside hand and straight down.
Even if that would have been out, she tooled the block there. So
hand on it.
Terrific swing. Lift called on Stuart, so a point to Giltner. They're back up by 4 now, 15-11. Giltner came in last year ranked number 2 in the state. This year ranked number 6. So not many expected Giltner to be back in this position. And you think about what they lost off of last year's team, really speaks to the quality of the program. They lose Darby Henrik, Sarah Most. We talked about Danny Most, Gussie Rhodes, all seniors gone off of last year's team. And here they are back again playing for a state title.
And you talk about 5 seniors, which were major contributing seniors. To get back here is a great accomplishment for this squad.
Saw Cheney Tompkin with the block there. Out of the back row, rolled over by Schaefer. Tompkin's swing is up. Tompkin again. A couple of teams trying to get back in system here as that is wide.
We get a chance to see that defensive play. Just excellent pursuit there by Harley Fisher.
Overpass, Kelby Lyon was there, didn't touch. Good turn away, took it across her body by Tompkin.
Cheney Tompkin, great swing, takes that ball across the body, sharp, hard angle to the right side.
Giltner starting to get its legs underneath it now, 18-11 as they start to open this up here in set number 1. A swing on the outside by Kelby Lyon, and Lyon with another kill.
Lyon had a great ball there for her to really drive to. She did a nice job getting outside. And she's got a lot of firepower.
Second timeout will be taken by Stacey Dexter. Stuart Broncos have never won a state volleyball championship. This is their 5th consecutive trip down here to state, second time in the finals. Stacey Dexter thought it was nerves last year, first time in a state championship. There's a look at the Stuart Broncos. Hey, I want to remind you, you can purchase a DVD copy of the NSAA Nebraska High School Volleyball Championships, just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. All you have to do to order is just give us a call, 800-868-1868, or you can visit our website, netnebraska.org. Taylor Rhodes back to serve now for the Hornets, on top by 8 at 19-11. On the slide, Tompkin again with another kill.
As you mentioned, that slide coming around, that's hard to block because the attacker can make that contact anywhere from behind that setter out to the pin.
Serve just long, but a good run by Hummel. She's had a couple of nice runs from the service line. Haley Paxton now serves. Well, great job to read it, to just get a hand on it by Tompkin and find the open floor.
Ball is really behind her head. She makes an adjustment. She steps back and just uses the wrist. Good ball control. Doesn't try to do anything crazy. Just is smart.
Good pass, good set, good swing, and the kill. All in system there by the Broncos as Courtney Coons cleans it up.
They use Coons there on the outside in this serve-receive rotation. She's a big swinger on that outside position.
Tough jump serve there by Harley Fisher. Overpass put down by Coons. You get the feeling this is a good rotation here for the Broncos with the dangerous serve of Fisher.
Right.
And then also Coons along the front line. And Long on the serve. So Giltner now 3 away from taking set number 1 here in the D2 Championship. 22-12. Cheney Tompkins serves. Outside, into the net, 4 hits. Third one into the net, 4th touch, gives the point to the Broncos. Here's a 5'6" junior outside, Taylor Malone, now serving for the Broncos. Shelby Lyon pushes that over, found the open spot, made it tough to make a play, and a kill by Lyon.
In that rotation, Giltner keeps Lyons on the right side, and then we'll pull Craig to the outside, so really stretching the blockers out.
Lyon now serves. Rolled over by Schaefer, handled. Bailey Craig with another kill. That's her 4th of set number 1. Craig very active early. Her first set sits early in this first set. And now set point number 1 for the Hornets. No touch. Made a swing at it, swiped at it, didn't get it though. Serve long.
Sometimes it's good to miss.
That's right. Case in point. So Brittany Hanslick will serve now, and it's going to need to be a long run for Hanslick at the service line, as this is set point number 2 for the Hornets, and that is long. And set number 1 goes to defending state champion, the Giltner Hornets. (25-16) win by Giltner. Set number 2 coming your way on NET.
School's almost over. What's next? I mean, what are my choices? I want to find something I love, so I can make a life for myself. And then I can give back. So, how do I get there?
Take the next step with Education Quest College Planning Services by visiting educationquest.org.
Behind the Outlet, Nebraska Public Power District is exploring solutions to energy challenges today and tomorrow. Teaming with UNL, we are researching irrigation and energy efficiencies, ethanol and byproducts for livestock feed, renewable energy and clean air technologies. We are committed to providing Nebraskans with affordable, sustainable energy while investing in innovation for generations to come. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, providing opportunities in over 25 activities in 304 high schools across the state of Nebraska. We are the other half of education.
Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska, set number 2 coming your way in the D2 State Championship. Stuart and Giltner. Here's a look at the set 1 numbers. Dominated by the Hornets.
Actually, really balanced offensive attack. Lions with 3 kills, Tompkins with 4, Craig with 5, so very balanced. We talked about the middle domination. They had 9 kills combined. Stuart, they had 3 blocks early on, but just really couldn't get in the system, just or a string going. We'll see how they come out in set number 2.
Middle swing by Giltner, and the kill off the top of the block. Tompkins with another kill as she continues to be hot.
That's her 5th kill. She's just a smart attacker. She knows she's going to have 2 blockers on her. She's also being faced by Courtney Kuntz, who's a great blocker, and so she knows she's got to make good decisions up there.
Giltner off to a quick start here in set number 2. Those are the kind of errors Stuart really needs to avoid. Tough enough facing the defending state champs. Try to stay in system. Where they've been in system, where they've got a good pass off, they've really been able to get it to, their terrific hitters, and Kuntz and Schaefer, and Fisher. But staying in system is really important for the Broncos.
Well, and it really allows them to diversify too. You know those middles are going to get, get some attacks, but their outsides also have done some really nice things. But you got to be in system so that all are validated and viable options.
Fisher now back to serve for Stuart. Fisher, just a sophomore outside, 164 kills on the year, and that swing long.
That's a 4th service error in the match for Stuart. So that serving, like you said, that space around the baseline really seems to be giving them a little bit of fits.
And the ace. So not only service errors, but handling the tough serve of Giltner, proving to be a challenge right now for the Broncos.
I've noticed Giltner really has stepped back to that baseline and they're really being aggressive with their serve. They're driving the ball, they're flat, they're low, really challenging Stuart's serve reception.
Good block by Tompkins at the net. Outside, tooling the block as Monique Schaefer picks up the kill.
Big kill there for Monique Schaefer. Very aggressive, she's quick, very athletic. Look at her get in her fast feet and tools it off the block.
Is outside. Kelby couldn't get it down. Sent back again. 2 hits called on Stuart. Tompkin now back to serve for the Hornets. 6-2 Giltner here in set number 2.
And she served very aggressive early on. We'll see. Net. Yep.
The end of the net called on Giltner. So hands look back to serve again for the Broncos. There's Kurt Polk in his 14th year. 2 state championships, runner-up in 2008, 98, 94, 93, 84 for the Hornets. Kurt not on the bench for all of those, huh?
He's also the athletic director.
Right.
So he's doing a dual role here today. Brittany Henslick really just doing a nice job here at the service line. That ball looking long. Giltner players decided better take it. And wasn't able to handle it.
Back to within 1 is Stuart. Another tough serve. Good pass that time by Hummel on the slide.
Bailey Craig was a little early on her approach there, but just because she's so athletic, is still able to get a strong attack. You see she's kind of on her way down.
So Kelby Lyon now serves. Lyon serve is wide. Stuart hanging in there, 7-6 here, set number 2 after dropping the first, 25-16.
Exchanging service errors here.
Tough one to handle, got it over. What they do with the free ball, they'll run the middle. Well, why not? It's been working all day. Bailey Craig with another one. That's 6 kills for Craig here in the middle of the second set.
And Craig, look at her work to get off, back to that 10-foot line, come back in. And I just really like how the middles are working off the edges of the block there. It's just showing their skill level and their expertise. Beautiful hit there by Haley Paxton.
Paxton, the junior middle, 172 kills on the season.
Look at her. She's got a lot of court in front of her. She recognizes in a big power shot.
Free ball here. Back in system, pushed outside. They got the touch. So it goes, Harley Fisher goes high hand with the soft touch and gets it with the kill.
Just a good decision there, that tight ball. There's not much you can do other than try and get the fingertips of the block and throw it out of bounds off of them. She did just that.
Good up. Bump set outside. Kelby Lyon with a nice up. In the middle of the swing. Schaefer. Outside of the kill again by Harley Fisher.
Couple nice decisions here by Fisher, just the sophomore, as you've mentioned. But she can get on a roll. She really has a lot of athleticism, quick.
In right on that back line. Everybody hollering, let it go long, but the top spin and it drops in.
Both Stuart players following it. Just dropped quick on them.
Libero Hummel now to serve.
Hummel's a great server too. She's led this team in service aces.
Block back, not much that Fisher could do with that. The block, 2 big middles sitting there waiting.
Yep, sitting right on top of her, trapping her in.
After Stuart had evened it up at 9, 2 straight by Giltner, and they've taken an 11-9 lead here in set number 2. A couple of hits called on Giltner, so another point for the Broncos. Back in for the Broncos is Courtney Coons. She'll work that front line for Stuart. Good quick reaction to keep it alive by Jaden Schaefer, the center. The Hornets with the kill, and Tompkin gets the credit for the point. So Rhodes now back to serve. the block, good coverage. Tried deep corner, right idea. First by Schaefer, but not there. Kelby Lyon then for the outside, and Lyon with another kill.
Nice finish by Lyons, but great defensive play to keep that ball alive, chasing it down to the corner, allowing your hitters to be aggressive, get off the net, driving in.
Tight to the net. Got the ran the quick middle there, and Courtney Kuntz put it down.
Jaden Schaefer really does a nice job. She's down on her knees, pushing that ball up. Look at her down there, feeding her big hitter.
Great set by the junior, Jaden Schaefer. On the slide, right through the block. Didn't need much on it, just enough to find the hole, and Tompkin with another kill.
Just kind of worked that seam, that weak part, and it kind of ricocheted off the blocker's hands.
Shelby Henricks now to serve. Henricks, a 2-year starter. Trying to make it back-to-back state titles. The solo block in the middle by Tompkins. Shuts down Kuntz.
That's a great matchup. Two great players going at it, one-on-one. This time, Tompkins comes out on top. It's her third block in the match today already.
Good cover. Kept it alive as tackled. Nice up. Great block again.
Tompkins involved in that one as well. Just really keen in on the attackers. Look at both of them there. That really looks like Tompkins got pretty much all that ball.
So since being even at 9 apiece, it's a 7-2 run for the Hornets, and the Hornets lead at 16-11.
Coverage of the 2014 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, the Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Holiday season just around the corner. You're looking for that perfect gift or just wanting something for yourself? NET can help with our new online NET holiday auction. Visit auction.netnebraska.org for one-of-a-kind gift items. The online auction begins tomorrow, continues through November 25th. So help support NET and bid online at auction.netnebraska.org. Good timeout for the Broncos. Out of that timeout, they've cut the lead to 4. Taylor Malone now to serve for Stuart. Outside to Lyon off the top of the block. Yep. Push out, set a bit off. Then they go quick middle. Tompkin again off the hands of Kuntz, and another block by, or a little kill by Tompkin.
She just delivers every time. That's her 8th kill in the match. She's just so consistent.
Now Tompkin back to serve. She leads this team not only in kills with 285, but also in blocks with 80 coming into the state championship. And she's not bad at the service line either.
As I say, and add a service ace to those stats. She's got 4 blocks in this match, 8 kills, 1 ace. Not bad performance. And we're only in set 2.
Tompkin with 11 kills yesterday in the semifinals in that straight set win over a tough Exeter Milligan team. Exeter Milligan was the number 3 seed coming into the tournament. Giltner number 2 seed. That time the serve is wide. Tompkin will take a seat. And to the back row is Madison Hummel for the Hornets. And serving for the Broncos is Brittany Hansler.
She had a nice little run last time at service. We'll see if she can do it again for her team.
Great serve and the ace by Hensley.
That's what you want to see. 2 aces with that one. So she's been tough back here, particularly in set number 2.
Got every bit of that one. That goes long. So 20-14. Stuart needs to get it going here to get back in this match. Down 1-9 and leading, or trailing, excuse me, 20-14 here in the second. Off the top of the block, and the kill by Haley Paxton.
Nice pass. That was the key. Gave them a ball in system, allowed them to run their offense. Ball back in the Broncos' hands.
Block sent back by Fisher and Paxton there. Out of the back row, just long by Schaefer.
Schaefer trying to be aggressive, still getting an attack off, just a little long.
In the middle, rolled over. And down, another kill by Bailey Craig. She has 7.
Just tough. Giltner's middles. You know, you rotate Tompkins in the back, and you just keep the aggressive attack coming from the middle with Bailey Craig.
Timeout called by Stacy Dexter in her 10th year with the Stuart Broncos. She actually played at Stuart. She's part of a family very well known in the state, not only for athletics, but coaching. She's part of the Strikey family. Her 2 sisters both took their teams to the state volleyball championships this year. You might remember the name Darcy Strikey. Of course, Darcy, the all-time leading scorer in basketball in Nebraska history. That's her sister. She's out in Red Lodge and took her team to the state championship. And then Sandy is her sister. Sandy's the head coach, Sandy Miller at Southern Valley, also was down here at state. So Stacy coaching where the girls grew up. Quick shout out to Dad Dell. Dell says between grandkids and daughters and sons that he's been to 76 different state tournaments, 14 titles in those 76 tournaments.
Very proud father, I am sure, and grandfather. That's incredible. That's awesome.
Dell sitting at home in Stuart. Stacy wanted to make sure to say hi to Dad. And of course, that's not where the coaching bloodlines end in that family. Her brother is a basketball coach at West Point. That's Jerry. Dallas, the other brother's been in coaching as well. So it's kind of a family affair. I hope those Thanksgivings around the table are fun, right?
Oh yeah, to get coaches together and be able to talk about what's happening or different things or strategy. I bet the games that go on those family reunions are definitely competitive. A lot of fun.
Middle swing, down, and at least for a point, Paxton stops the Giltner run. So Giltner still 1 away, looking to pick up set number 2. They won the first 25-16. Now back to serve for the Broncos, Jaden Schaefer. Set point here for the Hornets. Left-handed touch rubs the antenna, so that's wide.
Just set really pushed out wide. Giltner really trying to push tempo, and sometimes if the attackers aren't in there quick enough or it's too low, it really puts them in a predicament trying to manage the ball.
Free ball here for the Hornets. A little quick tempo offense, and got it on the kill from Bailey Craig. Craig, 8 kills through 2 sets, and it has been all Giltner Hornets here through 2. They win the first 25-16 and the second 25-17.
If you stay long enough, if you put yourself in the right place, your head, heart, and soul align, everything slows down. And even though you're on vacation, for the first time and you can't remember when, you feel at home. Wouldn't that be nice?
Behind your outlet are more than 6,000 public power employees working tirelessly to generate and deliver safe, affordable, reliable electricity 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Since they are customer owners themselves, you can count on them to have your best interests and those of the community they serve at heart. Neighbors serving neighbors. That's public power.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Coverage of the 2014 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, the Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
All right, ready to go here in set number 3. Stuart and Giltner for the D2 state championship. To this point, it's been all Hornets. Hornets, the defending state champs. They won the first 25-16, the second 25-17. And it's the middles leading the way for the Hornets. Tompkin with 8 kills, Bailey Craig with 10 through 2. Free ball here now, pushed it outside. Kelby Lyon off the top of the tape, good up. But can't keep it alive, goes off the hand of Tricia Fox and out.
And just really a great decision to push it out. The blockers are really keen in on middles. They're creating some one-on-one matchups.
Good set from Schaefer there, and Fisher put that down. Blocked in and recover in time.
Harley Fisher, that's her 4th kill. She's going in the gap there. You can see between the 2 blockers, kind of creating advantage for herself by making them both move, or somebody try to move to stop her.
Yeah, great hustle to get to that one, blocked back and able to get a swing on it off the up. Tip goes wide off the Hornets. So the Broncos on top here, 2-1. Might be their first lead of the match.
And they're really very energized. They've come out in this last set. They've got nothing to lose. Play strong, and I just think they're playing a lot more confident and freer. Nice big swing there by Courtney Coots. She's got a lot of power. Her 4th kill in the match.
You do feel that energy change, don't you, on the side
definitely.
of the Broncos. Blocked back by Coons. Here's Lyon up against that block, and Lyon gets it around the block and down.
Lyon just keeps working on that outside. They have a tendency to set her inside a little bit so she can really, they pull her in there and work around the block.
No touch off the swing by Fisher, and Giltner evens it at 3 here in set 3. Last 2 years, the Stuart Broncos have had their season come to an end at the hand of this Hornet team.
Lost to them in the first round 2 years ago. And last year in the championship, lost 3-0. 17, 14, and 18 were the scores. It was 22, 17, 17. So all 6 sets, the Hornets have done it in impressive fashion. Net violation, and the Stuart Broncos take a 5-4 lead.
And definitely see some much more confidence and energy on the Stuart side of the court here in set 3.
Serve long.
2 in a row here for Stuart. That really makes it difficult to get yourself back in and get around. I know they're trying to be aggressive. Appreciate that. Just got to keep those in, make them play the ball, force them to do something.
Center dump is up, and then a big block at the net by Coons.
Coons, great adjustment. We've been seeing Craig take that across her body. She stays off to the right side, seals it up. Big block, big celebration as well.
Yeah, talking about Coons playing with that 85% ACL tear. She may have a stress fracture as well. She was in a boot all week. Sometimes you compensate in other ways, and it causes other issues.
Yep.
Big kill there by Paxton. So Broncos coming alive up by 2 here in set 3.
And Paxton really late in the game, she got a big kill in set number 2, and she really turns around and said, we can do this. They were 1 point away from losing set number 2, but you could just see her confidence and trying to instill that in her team, and they've come out strong here in set number 3.
So Hoppled back to serve. Hoppled.
Just great reactions there by Stuart.
Tried to keep it alive.
Yep.
Looked like she thought it was going long, but it was right at her and couldn't get out of the way. Broncos made it here to state via the wild card. They lost in the district final. Lost to Wynot. Stacey Dexter said that got our attention, losing in the district final. Maybe helped them down here at state.
And appreciated that wild card opportunity. You know, that validates a great season too. You know, sometimes you can have some of those slips or not strong performance, or meet a team who challenges you, but yet it is allowing them to get back here in this tournament.
Well, that's a nasty looking serve from Madison Umble. That was all over the place.
She has a lot of movement on the ball. She's a lefty, so you got to really watch that ball, track it right from the hand, but it has a lot of movement.
She hits that flat with no rotation. It is all over.
You got to be
tough to track.
Balanced, and your feet got to be ready to move and respond to it.
Good swing and kill by Haley Paxton. Back to back for the Broncos. Back on top 10-9 here in set 3. Jaden Schaefer serving. Deep corner, but good hustle by Ummel to get to it. That goes off the tape and down. Another kill by Tompkin. That's her 9th.
For Giltner and serving, Taylor Rose.
You know, we were talking about Stuart getting here on a wild card. Giltner also comes in off the wild card. They actually lost their last 2 matches to Meridian, but then Lawrence Nelson, who Stuart played last night in a 5-set match. So both of them here basically being validated for a great season and playing in the championship match.
I was wondering if Stacey Dexter was going to make it through that semifinal match.
It was emotional and up and down and back and forth, and she really credits her team to staying together and playing together and people stepping up.
Boy, great readjustment on the swing by the sophomore, Harley Fisher.
Harley can do that because she's very quick. If you watch her footwork, she gets to the ball quick. It isn't ideal. And as a right-handed hitter, that ball, she's really having to come in to get to it as well.
And then the service error by the Broncos. Back to serve now is Cheney Tompkin.
2 aces so far. She's been aggressive back here. Let's see what she does this series.
Great system swing by Kuntz, who pounded that one.
Kuntz can hit the ball. She's got a lot of power. They're getting balls passing in great system so that Schaefer can really feed her, get it to her where she likes it, and lets her do her thing.
Good pass, set, touch into the antenna. So the set a little wide, and the right-handed just touch goes into that antenna. So 14-12 now. Kelby again. Kelby off of the block, and the kill by the Hornets.
Kelby's one of those players that she just keeps working. They utilize her on the outside in that last rotation. They try to use her on the right side in serve receive just to mix it up. She's just a hard worker out on the court. Almost love the effort.
Oh, had a chance to send the free ball over, but right at the last minute, each thought the other was taking it.
Just a communication piece. Both be aggressive, assertive. And you can see here coming in Paxton, just the energy she's bringing onto the court as she rotates into that front row for Stuart.
Good swipe at it by Schaefer. And the joust at the net, finally won by Audra Joyce.
Joyce, nice job. That wasn't an easy ball, but she did exactly what she needed to do with it. Took it, pushed it in the block, sends it out of bounds.
Good pass. Kind of trapped her hitter there. Not much Monique Schaefer could do with that.
Came right back to him, called to the left.
And all even at 15. Serve long. That time Tricia Fox dove out of the way. Not again.
And I heard, even with my headset on, the screaming out. It's out, 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 out. I think Henslick making sure it was known.
Good set behind. Craig with kill number 11.
Just so consistent. Just smooth, very athletic, know where the defense is, what angles, what court she has to swing at. Nice swing.
Driving at that goes Harley Fisher. Just a sophomore, good-looking young player, it's Harley Fisher.
Well done. She stays behind the ball, really gives her a good opportunity to drive to that ball. She's just very quick and athletic.
Fisher again, off the block.
7th kill in the match so far. She's really heating up here as of late. As you mentioned, just a sophomore. They've seen some inconsistencies, but when she's on, she can do some great things.
Lift called on the Broncos.
Tompkin now double-digit kills. That's her 10th. Henslick again following that ball and making sure and calling it for her teammates.
Rhodes pulled it back in. Out to Lyon, into the net, called on the Broncos. And Giltner picks up the point. Back to within 1. Bit of a back and forth here in set number 3. Stuart now the first to 20 and 5 away from extending this to a 4th game. Jump serve by Fisher, right off the top of the tape, and the ace by Fisher.
We've talked about Fisher being young, her inconsistencies. She's had some service errors back at the line, but they continue to go because she can get on a roll. That's a tough ball. And service ace for her. See what she does out of the timeout.
You hear Kurt pulling his team together and said we gave him 5 free ones there.
Service aces, service errors. You always want your opponent to have to work for those points, not give them those.
Well, Nebraska volleyball continues tomorrow on NAT Sports. The University of Maryland travels to the Bob Devaney Sports Center for the first time to face the Huskers. You don't want to miss it. First serve tomorrow afternoon, 2 Central only on NET1. So we have a weekend of volleyball here.
We are living the dream here, getting lots of volleyball. High school on to the Huskers tomorrow.
So out of the timeout, the Hornets down by 3. We saw Coach Cook walking through here this morning.
Coming to see.
Into the antenna. Point for the Broncos, and now they open up the largest lead of the match for Stuart. That's a 4-point advantage and 3 away from extending it to a 4th. And when you've dominated a game in this kind of fashion in a match like Giltner, the last thing you want to do is give your opponent a little bit of momentum, because when it goes to 4, who knows what that momentum is going to do.
Absolutely, and Stuart has come out very assertive and much more confident, even though they were down 2-0 here in this 3rd set. They actually had 11 kills in the set and had 12 combined in set 1 and 2. So we've really seen an increase in play.
Big block. Looked like Schaefer got the hand on it. One more look.
Good hand position. Notice how she turns that ball in, keeps it in the court.
Center dump. Coverage is there. Swing, but block back. Good block by Craig. Give it right back to Craig, and Craig pounds it home.
Big swing there by Craig to get that attack to the floor. Ball back on the Giltner side. Really, you can see she wants to finish this. Great effort.
Kept it alive. Craig in the middle, blocked back. Overpass, the swing by Huppold is down. Jacqueline Huppold with the kill from the outside.
Huppold just being aggressive, making a strong move there. Sending that ball back quick to the Stuart side.
And a timeout called by the Broncos. They want to slow that Hornet run. Here just 2 away at 23-21. There's a look at Kurt Polk.
Very calm, just giving good information. You can see he's just sharing with his teammates what things they need to do.
Well, you can watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Just download our free app, NET Nebraska app today. You can watch college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, live web streams. There's so much on that NET Nebraska app. All you have to do is go to the App Store and search for NET Nebraska, or you can download it free at our website, which you saw there, netnebraska.org/apps. 23-21 here in set number 3. On the slide, off the block goes Craig. And another kill by Craig, who's come alive here late in this set.
Craig determined, it looks like, as she's going through this front row to make sure they're finishing this. She's played aggressive, hard.
Overpass. 2 hits. Swinging the kill by Audra Joyce to even it at 23, and another timeout called by Stacy Dexter. So out of that timeout, Giltner goes on a run, evens it now at 23. Both teams now 2 away from taking the set, and for Giltner, it's 2 away from taking the match. Well, you know, you can purchase a DVD copy of the NSAA High School Volleyball Championships, just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, give us a call, 800-868-1868, or visit netnebraska.org. Oh, by the way, the State High School Football Championships just around the corner. Those will be on Monday and Tuesday, the 24th and 25th of November, the week of Thanksgiving. So be sure to join us right here on NET for 2 days of state high school football action as well. Outside off the block, good coverage. They'll go the other side. Boy, right now that block is just so big by Giltner. Rolled that over, overpass. Did it hit the line? It did. Both line judges say it was down and in, and a big point for the Broncos.
They've done a great job when the timeout's called to stop that run. We've seen that several times. They've come out and drawn something up and executed it and got the ball back into their hands.
Stacy Dexter, Kurt Polt, looking for his second state championship in a row, 3rd overall. He called the timeout as the Broncos are 1 away from extending this to a set number 4. In there to serve for the Broncos is Allison Strikey. Strikey, a 5'3" sophomore setter. Yeah! With the serve. Set point for the Broncos. They'll go outside for the set. Good dig by Lyon. On the slide goes Lyon. Great up. Hummel. Middle rolled over. Kept alive. Good defense.
Schaefer, great up, Monique.
Get the feeling laying out for this one, a big block in the middle. And we are going to a 4th in the Class D2 State Championship. Stuart comes back to take the 4th, 25-23. We'll be back in Lincoln in just a moment.
Watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Download the free NET Nebraska app today. Watch live streaming of the NSAA High School Championships, college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, and so much more. The new NET Nebraska app makes it easier than ever to follow the NET sports you want, when and where you want it. Get the app at netnebraska.org/apps.
Unfortunately, baton twirling just kind of has the 50s and 60s image.
These girls actually have a mission. I mean, this is serious stuff.
For a lot of members of this team, this is our last shot.
Monday night at 9 Central Time on NET1.
Are you searching for the perfect, unique gift for that person who has everything? NET is launching our first ever holiday auction starting November 16th and continuing through the 25th. Visit auction.netnebraska.org to look, bid, and buy. You'll see one-of-a-kind sports memorabilia, travel packages, PBS Kids gift packs, concert tickets, and so much more. Support NET and bid online at auction.netnebraska.org.
Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, set number 3 goes to the Stuart Broncos. And we are headed to a 4th. Here are the look at numbers through 3 sets.
And Giltner leads in the categories, but if you really break this down, in set number 3, Stuart had 12 kills. They had 2 ace serves. They had 3 ace blocks. So basically, they did what they did in the set number 1 and 2. They actually exceeded or met that in 1 set alone in set 3 and performed very well. A lot of energy on the Stuart side right now. They came off the court very confident, and yesterday they had these long 5-set matches, so they know they're committed to the long haul.
Right out of the first point, Harley Fisher, who had 18 kills yesterday in the semifinals in that 5-setter over Lawrence Nelson. It wasn't just a 5-setter, it was an exciting one down to the end. 15-13 was the final.
We're talking a marathon match. I mean, it was back and forth, so emotion and momentum just shifting throughout the match.
It was Lawrence Nelson that, as you said earlier, Kathy, beat Giltner late in the season as well. So, of course, Lawrence Nelson either here today watching or at home watching on TV thinking, 2 points that could be us. Kelby Lyon, big block at the net. So many of those moments aren't there in high school athletics and state championships where one ball rolls differently off the tape this way or hits a line instead of being 2 inches out, and a different team is here.
Well, and as you mentioned too, we don't have a number 1 seed coming into this game, so it's really about performance day in, day out, each night.
Of course, the Omaha World Herald rankings had the Giltner Hornets ranked 6th in the state, had Stuart ranked number 4. Giltner came in the number 2 overall seed. Right idea, just execution a bit wide on the swing from Courtney Coombs. But it is a different Broncos team. You know, last year, I think Stacey Decker said that they were tight. They were a bit tense. It was nerves last year at the state championship. She was really trying to get this team to get over that, to loosen up. You felt like maybe in the last set and a half, Stuart's begun to do that.
Absolutely. They've got nothing to lose. Their goal was to get back here and have another chance to play Giltner. They accomplished that. And so now here they are. Those first 2 sets, Giltner really took charge. And they finally decided, you know what? Why not us? And you can see it on their face and how they've come out in set number 2 and continue on.
Big solo block on the outside, Jacqueline Huppold.
Big block there, Huppold.
Now back to serve is Cheney Tompkin. Tompkin already with 10 kills in the match. Good hustle to run it down and keep it alive. 3 ball for the Hornets. Middle. Doesn't quite get over the tape.
Just great effort by both teams. Stuart running all the way to the stands to get that ball up, and Giltner organizing, running that system. Both teams playing well.
Swinging a kill, Monique Schaefer. Schaefer also had a big semifinal match against Lawrence Nelson. Monique with 18 kills, a couple of blocks, 25 digs. Delivers there. So now serving is Brittany Henslick.
Tough serve again from Henslick.
And the kill. Paxton, a junior middle.
Haley Paxton really, since late in set 2, I just see her coming alive out there on the court, very confident and doing some really nice things.
Lyon now back to serve. 6-5 Giltner here in set number 4. Off the top of the block, good up. On the overpass, put down again by Bailey Craig, who has 14 kills.
Craig is just right up the net. She's just moving very well laterally. See her adjust, slides right along, lines up.
Serve long there by the Hornets. So Schaefer now back to serve for the Broncos. Swing long, all even now at 7. Seems like that little bit of energy, encouragement has really helped the Broncos here. The end of the net. Yeah, it's clear to see who the team with the momentum right now is.
That's the thing about volleyball. It can change and it ebbs and flows, and there's a lot to be said about Mo.
Talking about Monique Schaefer, who just served, or
both?
Right. Accurate. Bailey Craig with her 15th kill. Well, Hupple now back to serve.
Check that. That's 17 kills for Craig already.
Outside, back line.
Harley Fisher, she's doing a tremendous job here. She's at 9 kills, just a sophomore, playing like a veteran out there.
9-8 Stuart. Overpass. And the veteran now has 10.
Yep, she's officially moved into the veteran category.
She had 6 aces yesterday, Harley Fisher did. And that went over Lawrence Nelson to go with her 16 kills. Hummel with the serve. Over, and the kill. Good decision by Cheney Topkin there. Went up and got that and put it down.
Hummel again, just all over the court.
And the kill by Cheney Topkin.
14 for her. She just keeps working away in the middle. She gets a little bit under the ball, you can see there, but she just has such great control of the ball. She doesn't make a lot of errors.
That was a big rally. Not only long, but tied at 10. You win a long rally like that and provide a little bit of momentum. Point there goes to Stuart.
Serving for Stuart, Haley Paxton.
Giltner back up off of the service error. 12-11. Rhodes now to serve. The tip try, got it. Trisha Fox with the tip, and Fox picks up the kill.
Nice job also to work both sides of the net. Fox is ready on the backside and makes a nice play.
Good aggressive swing and a kill by Monique Schaefer.
Monique just working the high hands, going hard at the ball. Her 5th kill in the match.
Driving serve and the ace. Harley Fisher, we just said yesterday, she had 6 aces. Picks up one there and a quick timeout called by Giltner.
6 aces yesterday. She's got 2 now with that last one in this match.
Well, tonight on NET, Austin City Limits showcases the best roots music with Eric Church. Country superstar will be highlighting cuts from his latest album, The Outsiders. That's coming up tonight at 11 Central. Austin City Limits on NET1. Fired up Broncos squad, up by 2, midway through set number 4. Giltner threatened to run away with this early, taking sets 1 and 2, 16 and 17. Little spark, though, provided by the Broncos in set number 3 as they won at 25-23, and we could, the emotion of the Broncos noticeably different in set number 3.
And their performance indicated that as well. I mean, they really equaled the numbers that they put up in the first 2 sets combined. So their play elevated, their energy elevated, and they got the win. So trying to get another one here in set number 4.
Good tough jump serve by Fisher. Block back. Tried the tip, but didn't quite clear the net.
4 in a row run here with just a great serve by Harley Fisher.
Another tough one. Joust at the net, tried to push it over. Into the net, called on the Broncos. So Giltner ends that. Nope, check that. Net called on Giltner.
Right, I believe
so
it. Half hold. Sorry.
Run extends, that's all right. 5-0 run now. I'm used to being interrupted at home all the time. We have kids.
Yeah.
Well, back to serve now as Giltner does end the run that time is Shelby Hendricks.
Straight up.
Rolled over off the top of the block. Pushed outside the line and blocked back. Good coverage there by Rhodes. Rattles through the block and down. Big point for Giltner.
Tompkins just keep working hard at it. Here they run around behind. As you mentioned, she's just going to be a workhorse up front.
Serve long. Taylor Malone now to serve for Stuart. Lying off the block and down.
Lyon just keeps working on that outside. She picks up kills here and there. Just trying to, again, diversify. It balances out the middle attack.
Into the antenna. And Giltner picks up another. So 2 straight for Giltner, now down by 1, 17-16. Here in a crucial game 4 for the Broncos, down 2-1. Good tip. Coons.
Coons didn't have a great ball, but she does a great job with what she got. You better the ball. That's what hitters do. Smart attackers make those adjustments and still find a way.
Good job to get that over.
Free ball. We'll see what Stuart does.
Decision on the second touch. Hoppel puts it over.
Hoppel just kind of taking control here, sends it over quick, catches Stuart off balance.
Lyon now back to serve. Lyon moved last year from her middle hitter spot to outside. Ooh, kept that up. That was clearly out. A little communication there, huh? Got the point anyway.
You're right. In those situations, the player who's in position to play the ball needs to focus on the ball, and her teammates need to help make the call and give her the information.
Good solo block on the outside. Middle swing.
Straight up. Both teams really scrapping, being aggressive.
Finally put down by Haley Paxton.
Talk about being aggressive. Paxton has done just that here midway through this match. She's taken charge and really done some nice things up front.
Stuart on top 2017, and Giltner will take the timeout and talk things over. In a crucial situation, you've won the first two. If you're Kurt Polt, what are you saying to your team?
I think just focus, go back to what we did. Don't let up, be aggressive. They've got a ball handle. I think they've done a really nice job pursuing balls and out of system, but there's a couple times where there's hesitation or a couple players are bumping into each other. Let's focus on our side and do what we did early on, and that was take charge and be aggressive.
Full day of state championships right here on NAT Sports. This is the Class D2 state championship. Coming up next, Class D1, St. Mary's looking for its second consecutive state championship. St. Mary's comes in the #1 seed, taking on Ansley Litchfield. Should be a good one coming up in D1 immediately following this D2 state championship. Crucial point here in the match. Good cover. Kicked outside. Fisher can't get it down. Free ball again. Around the middle. Paxton is dug. And that just long. And Stuart 4 up now, looking to send this to a deciding 5th.
Stuart has been so balanced here in their attack.
Great up by Fox. Tip back over. Just a lot of scrambling going on right now. Oh, good quick. Thought that tempo ball to the outside was going to get it.
Yep. Nice. They're really pushing tempo.
And the block by Paxton. Paxton's been big here in set #4.
Paxton has also given that energy and that confidence to her teammates. You know, her play has been strong, but it's those intangible pieces also.
Hit up by Hanslick. Outside, aggressive swing and a kill by Harley Fisher. Fisher with 11.
Fisher has led this team up at the net being aggressive. They've got 5 in a row points right now for Stuart, but Fisher really playing very well in the match.
Right now, the Broncos just getting to everything. Joust at the net. Stuart. The block back again. And finally, the Hornets get one to fall. That stops that 5-0 Stuart run, but Stuart now still 2 away from sending this to a 5th. Coupled serve, good driving serve. And the ace by Huppel. Came into the state championship with 34 aces on the season and a timeout by Stacy Dexter. There's Stacy Dexter talking it over with her team.
And just she's really keep the ball moving around, and as we watch them, they're very balanced in their offense. We've got Fisher with 11, Paxton 10, Kuntz 9, Schaefer 6, just very diversified. She's telling them keep that up.
23-19 here in set number 4. Broncos and future Broncos trying to send this to a 5th.
Both these teams we've noticed playing great defense in this last set, just very scrappy, pursuing balls, keeping them up. If we look at stats, in the 4th set, Giltner has 25 digs and Stuart 20 digs. So both of them working hard to keep that ball up in the air, give the offense a chance to finish it.
So Huppled now to serve. Good driving serve. In the middle, pounded away by Paxton.
Paxton again, and just look at the players on the Stuart side. I mean, just the energy, and they're just having fun right now, and that's why they're playing well. They took Brooks' advice.
Serve long. Still one away from sending it to a 5th is Stuart. 24-20. Hummel now to serve. Hummel, the 5'5" senior libero. Right on the back line, ace by Hummel.
Hummel's a tough server. She came in with leading the team in aces, but that ball dropped. She really drives that ball hard, and watch it just drop. So good communication on serve reception will be key.
That one is deep, and that will do it. So we are headed to a deciding 5th here in the D2 State Championship. Stuart comes back and takes sets number 3 and 4. A race to 15 coming up.
Be with us Tuesday for the next episode of Big Red Wrap-Up with our special guest, Jeff Jamroth. That's Big Red Wrap-Up, Tuesdays at 7 Central on NET1.
Hello, I'm Dave Hughes, inviting you to join the NET Sports Partners Club. With your support, NET brings you hundreds of hours of collegiate and high school sports action each year, and members have access to behind-the-scenes information and special events available to NET Sports Partners. So call us now at 800-989-8236 or online at netnebraska.org. NET is Nebraska's home for sports, and sports partners like you make it happen. Thank you.
What we wanted to do was take a broad look at the homecomings for soldiers across decades. Some of them got ticker tape parades, and others really didn't get much of a welcome at all.
This kind of a welcome is so beyond my even thoughts or expectations or whatever.
So I think it's important for us as Nebraskans and as Americans to take a look at that welcome home. Doesn't matter how many years ago it happened, it can still have an impact on that veteran.
It's a show where basically we brought together veterans who served in different conflicts from Korea all the way to present day. It was really important to have people outside of that world really understand what these guys are going through, men and women. As the one veteran put it fairly bluntly, war is hell. There's a commonality in everything that happens to these folks.
To watch Homecoming, the impact of Nebraska veterans and generations of Nebraska warriors, visit netnebraska.org/news.
Coverage of the 2014 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, the Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Now stats through 4, all of a sudden things beginning to get a little bit tighter.
A little bit tighter. Look at the defensive play we see on both sides of the net. 58 digs and 63 digs. Service aces, we've seen aggressive serving here in the match. Blocks pretty even. We got some strong middles up there, but the numbers are getting closer. We're in a final set here. Let's see what happens.
Well, this is the way state championships are supposed to be decided, right? We go to a deciding fifth. They race to 5. Giltner and Stuart. Hornets looking for back-to-back state championships. The Broncos has their season ended the last 2 years at the hands of these Hornets. Nothing more that they would like than to get revenge for those two and win a state championship all at the same time. Should be a great finish here. Quick start in the middle. Chase down, and we talked about the digs. Both teams defensively. You will see them scrambling hard here. A lot of bodies on the floor, I would suspect, here in set number 5.
And just that never quit attitude. I mean, you can see it in their eyes as they're running and pursuing those balls. I love that.
Rhodes with the serve. Off the block and out, even at 1.
Paxton starts off strong right away here. She's got a blockers in front of her, 2 very solid blockers, but tools it off the hands.
Now Paxton back to serve. Just a bit long by Paxton. Trying to pepper that back line. Shelby Hendricks with a tough serve. Good up by Hanslick.
Hanslick stayed focused on the ball. Did a nice job.
Pushed outside. Block back. Big block in the middle. Shady Tompkin.
That's what she's so good at. She's up there. She saw, look at the hands over, pushing it back. She's tough.
Back row swing. Boy, good run, good offensive set there. Monique Schaefer puts it away.
And it goes back to the Broncos' balance. They are attacking from all over, from all positions. Here we incorporated the back row as well. We're seeing them get everybody involved.
Serve here from Harley Fisher. Another great serve, but a nice up. Boy, aggressive swing. Outside, off the block, and down. Monique Schaefer with the kill.
Also a very aggressive swing on the outside. That is her 8th kill. Again, we've got several attackers pushing that double-digit kills for this Stuart squad.
Sling, no touch, and long. Broncos.
3-0 run here.
We got the right person at the service line. Overpass, put down by Kuntz. Oh, they're going to say in the net, called on the swing. Look closely. Yep. The hand clipped the top of the net.
Yep.
So all even at 4.
Players being aggressive game. Kuntz, watch her reaction. Not impacted. I got it, mine, and very positive.
And the ace. Shady Tompkin with an ace.
Cheney's tough at that service line. We've talked, she's such an all-around player. 3rd ace from that service line in the match.
Good driving serve, back-to-back aces by Tompkin.
And make that 4. She's really working the serve reception. Just taking on Harley Fisher here with that serve.
3-0 run for Giltner now. And got it down. Big point for Kuntz.
Great job there to feed Kuntz. Schaefer knowing where I needed to put that, where I need to send that ball.
Taylor Malone now back to serve. Kelby, they call a touch. Yep. They did.
And she's just one of those attackers, as you mentioned, move from middle to the outside, just keeps picking away, gets kills here and there, just complements the middle attack on the Giltner side.
Giltner up by 2, an important point here by and for the Broncos. Kind of that magic 3-point lead, right? You don't want to get down by 3 in this race to 15.
Not in this 15. It's fast and furious.
Lyon now to serve. Another tough serve.
Just drives it low and flat.
Free ball. In system to the middle, but a big block. Monique Schaefer.
Loving that, isn't she? Feels good. And the thing is, it's a great attacker she's going up against in Craig. So that's when it feels extra good.
Ooh, tough serve. Good up by Lyon. Pass. Outside, just punched over.
Stuart trying to run that fast tempo.
Outside. Good up by Hummel. Block back. Coverage. Outside. Swing. Lyon got the hand on it.
Both teams doing a tremendous job getting balls up.
Tip. And the kill. Bailey Craig. 18 kills for Bailey Craig on the afternoon.
Great read. She doesn't have a lot of court. Look how narrow her attack court is. So she takes that nice tip shot. Defense is back. Big point.
In. No. Wide.
Nice thinking there, taking that ball, cutting it hard back across, just misses the sideline. So.
Good jump serve. On the slide. That's wide. Back-to-back hitting errors by the Hornets. And we are all even at 8. Holt up encouraging his Hornets. Coons, a bundle of nerves. Back line kill. Craig, 19 kills in the match.
She's doing a tremendous job in this match. Everything she can to keep this team hopes for that repeat alive.
Hummel now back to serve. 9-6 Hornets. Excuse me, 9-8, now 9-9. All even at 9. Jaden Schaefer now, the junior setter for the Broncos.
Both teams exchanging service errors, but just getting into that critical point in the match right now. And these errors have been in the net. We've seen earlier on net errors going long, so just a little bit more tentative would be my interpretation.
Good serve by Rhodes. And the block. Cheney Tompkin and a timeout by the Broncos. So a service error, a big block, and Giltner 4 away from the match, but Stuart just 2 down, and the Broncos have been here. They were here yesterday against Lawrence Nelson, the Raiders.
And my guess there'll be conversations in this timeout about that. We were here before, but look at their faces as they're in that. They are confident.
Yeah.
They are definitely, they believe they're going to win this match. I mean, just look at, that's the look I get in their eyes.
Yeah, you don't see the look of a team that's wondering what's happening.
Yeah.
Like they're fully in control.
Or like, oh no.
Right.
It's getting to the scary point of the match. They are not at all.
No. Taylor Rhodes into serve for the Hornets. Rhodes, the 5'6" senior, outside. Rhodes serve just long. Back to a 1-point match. Just a reset, here we are in set number 5. All tied at 2 for the D2 state championship, and back-to-back service errors by Stuart.
So both teams exchanging service errors and just getting this, creeping us closer to that 15 mark.
Outside, blocked. Huge block on the outside, and there is a big point for Giltner and a timeout for the Stuart Broncos. And you can see the look on the Hornets. They know 2 away from a second consecutive state championship. Quick timeout by Stacy Dexter. Kurt Polt still chatting with his Hornets. They exit the huddle, 2 away from back-to-back state titles. And it is a white knuckle moment here in the D2 championship. Outside, just pushed over, free ball. Giltner goes behind the center, nothing there. Fox sets outside, off the top of the block, almost covers. Tries on the second touch, pushed over and wide. And now the Hornets 1 away from the state title.
And really talked to in that timeout about serve in. We got it, and see what happens.
Outside, off the top of the block, into the net, called on the Broncos, and that will do it. Back-to-back state championships for the Giltner Hornets.
It was a battle. 2 great teams out here on the court. But
a hard-fought 5-setter to open up a day long of state championships right here on NET. And a handshake from the 2 coaches right at the net. Kurt Polt, Stacy Dexter. But the Hornets take the state championship when we come back. Trophy and medal presentations from here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. The Hornets, state champs once again.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
At the Aurora Cooperative, we're continually driven by what's next in agriculture. So we're dedicated to being your first resource for world-class agronomy, grain storage and marketing, high-performance feeds, and energy. Driven by our vision to be financially strong, innovative, independent, locally owned. You're driven by the opportunities that exist. We're driven to help you make the most of them, now and for the next generation. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, providing opportunities in over 25 activities in 304 high schools across the state of Nebraska. We are the other half of education.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Nearly $50,000 over the past 2 years alone. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Coverage of the 2014 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, the Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
So back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, once again the Hornets in 5 take their second consecutive state championship over the Broncos. And now for medal and trophy presentations, we head down to our public address announcer. Here's Steve Lemon.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green and by NSAA Board of Director members Jay Beller from Battle Creek, Mark Norvell from Fillmore Central, and U.S. Bank Representative Ashley Soley. Here are the awards for 2014 Class D2 runner-up, Stuart High School. Will head coach Stacy Dexter and your assistants please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Brittany Hanslick. Number 4, Harley Fisher. Number 5, Haley Paxton. Number 7, Monique Schaefer. Number 8, Taylor Malone. Number 9, Allison Strikey. Number 10, Ariel Larson. Number 11, Kennison Kuntz. Number 12, Jaden Schaefer. Number 20, Trisha Fox. Number 22, Peyton Alder. And number 25, Courtney Coates. And now here is the NSAA 2014 Class D2 runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Stuart High School. And now to the Class D2 2014 state champion Giltner High School. First, head coach Kurt Polt, we have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, title Regional Director of Agencies, Tim Below, to head coach Kurt Polt. Number 1, Taylor Rhodes. Number 2, Madison Amel. Number 4, Reagan Jensen. Number 5, Shelby Hendricks. Number 6, Claire Wilson. Number 7, Cheney Tompkin. Number 8, Bailey Craig. Number 9, Bailey Thiel. Number 10, Jacqueline Hoppold. Number 12, Kelby Lyon. And number 14, Audra Joyce. And now for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2014 NSAA Class D2 State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Giltner High School.
So congratulations once again to the Giltner Hornets, back-to-back state champs in Class D2. When we come back, we'll hear from the champs right here on NET Sports.
Cheer for your team and be there for all of the excitement. For championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
You have many options to gather information, but when it comes to in-depth, thoughtful reporting on Nebraska news, your best option is NET News. Turn to NET News for our daily Signature Story as we examine important issues from state government to education to the arts and beyond. Listen to NET News Signature Story weekdays on NET Radio and online at netnebraska.org/news. NET News. There's more to the story.
Unfortunately, baton twirling just kind of has the 50s and 60s image.
These girls actually have a mission. I mean, this is serious stuff.
For a lot of members of this team, this is our last shot.
Monday night at 9 Central Time on NET1.
NET is your trusted source for quality programming all year round. Whether you value educational children's programs, arts, sports, or classical music, your loyal support ensures that we'll be able to continue bringing these programs to you. Your financial support allows NET to acquire PBS and NPR programming and invest in our state by producing local programs of interest to Nebraskans. Please take a moment to show your support and ensure the programming you value will continue on your statewide network. Make your contribution now at netnebraska.org.
Coverage of the 2014 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, the Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. The Class D2 State Championship in the books, and it was Giltner closing it out in the end, 15-10 in the fifth to take our first state championship of the day. You can see the combatants for Class D1 are getting ready, but first, let's go backstage. Brooke Delano is with the state championship coach.
Hi, we have Coach Kurt here. Coach, what did you do? Back-to-back state champs. How did you prepare your team for tonight?
Well, the credit goes to the girls. It might be back-to-back state champs, but it's a different team. The first state championship was last year's. You know, the credit goes to the team this year for all the seniors that we graduated to be able to come back and put this back together. Credit goes to the girls.
Awesome. I know you'd love to tell your girls to keep swinging away, leave it all on the court, but throughout the game, as it went on, you started seeing mixing up your shots, and what was your message to the girls?
Yeah, I thought the key was our serving there. I thought we got a little lax in our serving there in the middle of the game, and we came back a little more aggressive with our serving there towards the end. That took a little pressure off our defense. And when that happens, then you're able to get a few more balls back that are a little easier to handle, and that really sets up your hitters.
Nice. So what to end off the state championship? What was the message to your girls at the end of the game? What did you say?
Yeah, it's time to enjoy it. In the sport of volleyball, you play so many games that sometimes you don't get the time to enjoy your wins that you need to. Now's the time to enjoy it.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we have Cheney Tompkin. Cheney, congrats. State champs. Do you feel like a Husker out there?
Oh, yeah, kind of. It's exciting to play on their court. It's just so much fun to know where they play and have the feeling that they have when they play at home.
Awesome. So as a team, right, I mean, outside of what Coach said at timeouts, when you guys came together on the court, the girls, what was said in your circle of girls to just keep calm, keep the jitters? What was said?
Well, we just told each other to keep our heads up and keep pushing, and we needed passes to set and then hit. We just kept pushing through.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, we have Bailey Craig. Hi. Senior year, girl. How's it feel?
It feels so good. I mean, to play with these girls, and especially with Jacqueline as our setter, it is amazing, and I just love the team.
Yes. So, I mean, you had some great blocks, kills. You really came out strong, finished strong. What can you leave from here?
We definitely wanted to leave everything out on the court. We didn't want to have any regrets going into it, and Stuart is a great team, and they definitely in the second and third sets, and they came out with a lot of intensity, and we needed to top that to take the title.
Awesome. Congratulations, Bailey. Thank you, and back to you, Larry.
All right, thanks very much, Book, and congratulations one more time to Giltner, which takes home the Class D2 state championship for the second consecutive season. And what a way to kick off a day long of state championships right here on NET Sports. We get a 5-setter. Lots more to come. 5 more state champs to be crowned yet today right here on NET Sports. We'll be back at the Bobs of Andy Sports Center with Class D2. It's the St. Mary's Cardinals coming in at 33-0, the #1 overall seed. They'll take on Ansley Litchfield, the Spartans, coming in at 33.